Yo, what's going on, guys? Crispy Flakes here. So this is the NBA offseason. It just keeps on giving as the OKC Thunder have acquired Carmelo Anthony from the New York Knicks in exchange for Enes Kanter, Dougie McBuckets, and also a first-round draft pick, creating another super team for the OKC Thunder, who already have Russell Westbrook and Paul George, not to mention a good center in Steven Adams. So this team is going to be absolutely crazy. For this video, guys, we are going to be doing a 7-game playoff series simulator, mainly because I want to see these two teams go up against each other, and I kind of want to see how these rosters, you know, how they all play together out there. So first and foremost, man, let's look at the Knicks. Not really foremost, but let's look at the New York Knicks, just because, like, I'm honestly not like a huge fan of this deal right here. I think if anything, I mean, it does save money, I guess, but Enes Kanter, I believe he does have a player option. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure he has a player option. So for $17-18 million, it might set the Knicks back another season, but not that he's like a bad player or anything. But, you know, you already have Chris Thompson at the power forward position, so that position is gone, man. Like, he's the star of this team now. But you also have Hernan Gomez, who was a solid center, man. Like, he was pretty decent last season. And I feel like one of these two players, their production is really going to take a hard hit. I guess if Enes Kanter's off the bench, I suppose that's okay. But you also have Kyle O'Quinn, who's on this team, Michael Beasley. So I don't know, man. There's just really, they had to get something for him, I guess. So I just, like, if he has that player option, I think it's a big L for the Knicks. Dougie McBuckets, he'll bring some shooting to the team. And then you have the OKC Thunder. The OKC Thunder, of course, Russell, Paul George, but you add Carmelo Anthony, who will probably play the power forward position because I don't think Paul George wants to play that position. But you got Melo at the 4. That's really going to help spread the floor out for Russell Westbrook. It will even allow a guy like Roberson to start for this team, who is a more of a defensive-oriented player. So, boy, you better stay out of that corner, man, because that is Melo's corner. You don't know what I'm talking about. He got that corner specialist going for him. You just go sit by half court and wait to play some defense, okay? So here we go, guys. Let's get this going right here, man. Let's see how this first game against, well, the Thunder versus Knicks, how it goes. So we actually have the New York Knicks taking the first W in New York, 100-91. I don't know, man. Maybe it's just like took some time for these guys to play together. Paul George launching that 3, missing it right there. And I will say that this team is going to have rebounding issues. I guess you have Russell Westbrook, though, who is a solid rebounder and everything. I mean, he averaged over 10 of them last season. And it looks like the team is actually, yo, they got Hernan Gomez, Enes Kanter, and Chris Thompson in the game. It looks like Chris Thompson is running the small forward position. That's pretty crazy, guys. Let's go ahead, man, and check out the box score for this first game. So for the Knicks, Enes Kanter, 10 points, 13 rebounds, nothing too crazy right there. Dougie McBuckets, a solid 10 points off the bench, it looks like. But you go over to the Thunder, Russell Westbrook, 27, 12, and 5. 17 for Melo, and Paul George on 3 for 16 shooting, only dropped 12 points. So yeah, man, it's going to take some time for this chemistry to get going. But let's move on to game 2. So we have game 2 going to the OKC Thunder, 115-99. Looks like they still got all the stars in. Except they do have Abrinas in instead of Roberson, which I think I'm kind of fine with that. I actually like Abrinas. I think he's a pretty solid player, guys. But yeah, man, definitely came back, got this win right there. I don't know, how do you guys all feel about Melo at the power forward position? Like, let me know in the comment section below, just because I feel like he could do it, but he's really going to have to up his defense, especially if he's going up against guys like Chris Thompson, Blake Griffin, and really some of the other top-notch power forwards in the NBA. And that's kind of what I'm talking about. Chris Thompson, 25 points, 3 rebounds. Enes Kanter, 10 points, 8 rebounds, 5 for 9 shooting. So solid numbers right there. For the Thunder, we got Paul George at 30 points. We got a triple-double for Russell Westbrook. And we got 24 for Carmelo Anthony. I think this is definitely what the Thunder could be at its all-time best right here. Is just like all 3 of these players getting buckets out there, shooting pretty consistently for the most. Well, yeah, they all shot really good out there. I mean, 6 for 7 from 3 from Melo, 4 for 5 from Paul George, and even 3 for 4 from Russell Westbrook. Okay, so the series is tied at 1 game apiece, guys. I'm actually going to be using the Simcast for the rest of the video right here. I just wanted to see a little bit of footage of them on the team together, but let's get a better idea. We can kind of go quarter by quarter this way and, you know, see what the scoring's really like. So we're going to go ahead and simulate with Simcast for game 3, see what it's all about. Looks like the OKC Thunder are going to be taking this. Oh, man, it's close, man. Okay, the OKC Thunder dropping 40 points in the 4th quarter. Winning 119-108 for the box score. Chris Thompson, 24 points, 22 for Tim Hardaway Jr., 15 for Courtney Lee, 13 and 6 for Enes Kanter. Dougie McBuckets getting 6 points out there. I really do hope that man gets some playing time. And now that I think about it, who's their small forward? He might actually be starting for this team now. The OKC Thunder, 38 and 11 for Russell Westbrook, 19 and 8 for Carmelo, 18 for Steven Adams, and a solid double-double game for Paul George. All right, we got game 4 right here. Simulate with Simcast. Also, guys, don't mind the seeding right there. I just did it that way just so I get these teams in the finals against each other. So if you're like, how are the Knicks a 2 seed? I mean, it's just how 2K is. So simulate with Simcast. Here we go. Game 4, man. Game 4. And we got The Thunder, oh yeah, the Thunder winning 109-103. I'm going to say straight up, the Knicks are actually keeping these games close for the most part. Kristaps 21 points, 19 and 10 for Enes Kanter, who I do think will be the star of this team. Ntilikina 12-4 and 9. And then we got the OKC Thunder, 28 points for Paul George, 26, 9 and 9 for Russell, and a solid 16 points for 7-14. Guys, also answer me this in the comment section below, man. Who is the third option on this team? Is it Melo at this point? I feel like you gotta say it's Carmelo Anthony, but you know, we'll see about that. All right, 3-1 series lead for the Thunder. Here we go, man. Game 5. Simulate with Simcast. Here we go, man. Yo, I'm so geeked. Oh, man, I love the NBA. I absolutely love NBA basketball. The NBA is the greatest sport ever. I'm just saying that real quick. As the Thunder win 101-89, I mean, yeah, I definitely thought they were going to win this series. Enes Kanter, 11.6 rebounds for him. Dougie, 8 points out there. And then we got Paul George, 37 and 8. 23, 5 and 6 for Carmelo. And we got 10, 16 and 9 for Russell Westbrook. Finals MVP, we do have Russell at 28 points, 11 rebounds, and 9 assists. I do hope you guys all enjoy this video, man. Be sure to let me know in the comment section below what y'all think about this trade. And also, man, be sure to subscribe and like this video if you're new to my channel. Peace out, my friends.